Not everyone needs to get you. You get you. And self-understanding is enough. I've always felt a little bit different from people, yeah? Overall, like quite an observant person. I feel like I think quite differently to the masses as a whole. Think outside the box. Like to try things on my own, in my own way, should I say. And not everyone gets that, you know. Sometimes I've been met with challenges and I've met opposing energies that it hasn't really gone down well with. Something I noticed a lot is, like, even when I was in school, I never really moved around in groups. I never was part of a clique. I was never part of, you know, like one group of people. I like to kind of maneuver by myself, dot around. I had a few people here, a few people there, and that's how I've always maneuvered around life. And initially I thought it was quite weird. I was just like, why don't you fit into one box? Why don't you fit around one group of people? But as I'm getting older, I've really learned to appreciate how different and unique I am. I think it's beautiful because I've started to build a relationship with myself. It feels fun. Like, some people will just never accept you because you can only meet people where they're at. I used to over-explain myself to people. It's like overcompensating, pointing out you're different, and then I'll be trying to explain why. So, for example, I've met this opposing energy quite a lot with people who are super religious. So I wouldn't say I'm a religious person. I was brought up like in the Catholic Church, which I always found a little bit, it doesn't resonate with me. I'm not trying to, you know, speak on any religions. Like, I respect them all, but it's not for me. It doesn't work for me. This was like from a young child. I was just like, I don't think I'm Catholic. I class myself as more spiritual. With different religious people that I've come across, they often have a lot of questions for me, as in, like, how did you come to this state? How do you think outside of the Bible, or how do you think outside of the Quran, or whatever else, right? How have you come to this? Almost like, who do you think you are that you can think beyond, you know, what we've been brought up in, or even what I was brought up in, being brought up in the Catholic Church? How kind of dare you believe something outside of that? Always try and over-explain why I think the way I do, why I feel like this. I had to learn through these experiences that that's just what they've been brought up on. That's what they believe. And I don't have to always speak on things. You know, if something makes me feel uncomfortable, if someone's kind of pushing me beyond my limit or making me feel away for the way I am, I don't have to interact with that. There's nothing wrong with pulling back and saying, you know what, you believe that, I believe this, that's it. And it took a long time for me to do that. I had quite a few experiences where I was really made to feel like the way I am is wrong, the way I think is wrong. I think what it does when you have your own way of being, own way of thinking, it makes people uncomfortable. Not everyone gets you, but you get you. And as long as you're comfortable and happy with how you are and you're treating people well, it's only like in the last 3-4 years where I've started to feel very grounded and very comfortable in who I am, how I think, how I feel, without being swayed by the external, making me feel like I need to conform or I should be a certain way. My main issue is making sure that I feel comfortable, I feel confident, and I feel at peace with who I am at my core. That's the same message I would give to anyone that feels like they're not enough, or they're feeling like they need to try and fit in somewhere. Like, if you're different, it's for a reason. You've probably come here to make some sort of change, so don't take that lightly. Like, take that and do what you came to do. How does it feel when you fully accept yourself regardless of others? It feels amazing. Oh my gosh, if I could talk to myself like 10 years ago, there would have just been a lot of stuff that we could have skipped, a lot of situations, a lot of people. But saying that, obviously all of those people and things and challenges get you to a more comfortable, relaxed version of yourself. So I'm grateful for all those experiences. It feels good that I'm accepting of who I am, how I operate, how I think, how I feel, and not allowing anyone to project what they think I should think, feel, or be. It feels really good. It feels freeing. It feels right. Yeah, that's what I'd say. It feels right. Yeah. I would say overall, all these experiences up until this point in my life where I haven't felt understood, I've questioned, caused me to do a lot of introspection, a lot of self-evaluating, a lot of looking within. It's helped me get closer to myself. Like, as uncomfortable as different moments of my life has been, and with different people, different situations, overall it's been freeing because it's constantly made me go in and ask myself deeper questions. So I feel more comfortable and more relaxed in who I am now. So yeah, just remember that not everyone's gonna get you, but that's cool. If you get you know what I mean? You're not losing, you're good. That's all you need. And your people will come, your tribe will come. Just hold your own and make sure that you're not conforming to try and fit in anywhere. Yeah, you're good. You're good just the way you are. So this has been Real Talks. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.